To download the latest forecast data, click and drag the green start waypoint and the red destination waypoint to your desired locations. The relevant grid area and other associated forecast data will automatically be selected. You can manually adjust this area by selecting the Offshore Grid view from the main menu, then by dragging the corners of the white box on the map. Click on the waypoint icon to manually edit the waypoint GPS coordinates. Here we can also add and delete waypoints to the route using the plus and minus symbols. However, you should minimize waypoints so the routing algorithm is free to find the fastest route. We will download a weather route and grids with a file size suitable for first-time satellite connection. You can add or remove other parameters once you become comfortable with the download process. Once your waypoints are set, click the green Download button from the main menu. This moves us to the first Download Settings page. Here we can change our parameters, which is very important for satellite and low bandwidth connections. The app comes loaded with suitable default settings for a satellite download. They are High Resolution Grids off, Offshore Grids on. Offshore grid preferences are important for selecting the parameters we want, which is part of controlling our download file size. Forecast model. We have all models selected. Interval. This is the time step of the grids. We have 12 hourly selected. Days is the number of days. We have 5 days of grids selected. Resolution. We can choose 100 km or 50 km resolution. Then we can select our other forecast variables. The default settings are wind, rain and pressure. Other options are wave, cape, gusts, cloud, and air temperature. The next option is ocean data. For this download, we have it turned off as it is covered in another tutorial. Click on Next to be taken to the second download settings box. The default start time is now, or you can select a time in the near future. The time is based on the time zone of the computer. Now we can check our weather routing is turned on. Here, we could also select the departure planning to select the best day to depart, or a spot destination forecast to get a 7-day table format forecast at your destination waypoint derived from the highest available resolution grid files. These features require the standard or professional package. We can also select our weather routing preferences by clicking on the settings wheel. Here we can set the motoring options. Polar percentage change to speed up or slow down the performance polar we have previously set in our account. Professional users can turn on ocean and tidal currents for the weather routing. We can turn on or off the comfort settings and set the parameters we want the weather routing to try and avoid. For departure planning, we could adjust the departure spacing and models used. Once we have made our selections, close the box to return to the download settings box. Next is the GMD SS forecast, which is a small download and important for checking weather warnings. The last setting is satellite imagery, which is another option but a larger file to download, so we will leave it off. Now that we have these download settings, they will remain the same for future downloads. At the bottom of the screen, we now have our estimated file size. In this example, we have 65 kilobytes, which is acceptable for a satellite phone download. Click on Next. Now we're on the Downloads page. Here you can select your connection type. Web is for land-based internet connections. Iridium Go, Red Port Optimizer, Global Star, and for SSB connections or a satellite connection without a direct connection capability, you can retrieve weather data via email. It's important at this stage to check that your Wi-Fi is on your chosen connection type. For this example, we are connected to the Iridium Go Wi-Fi in the Wi-Fi settings on our computer. Once you have connected your Wi-Fi, match the connection type on the top menu in the Downloads box. Then click on Download All. Once all of the files are downloaded and have a tick next to them, click on the Close button. We're then taken to the weather routing tables that have detailed data for our weather route in graphs, wind, summary, route, wave, and current. This is also where the export function is for the weather route. Next, we will click on the map. Here we can see our weather routes and grids together. Click on the play button to animate the routes in the grids. You can control this animation speed with the control toggle on the bottom right. The boats and grids will move in time. The colour of the route is related to the weather model. You can view the wind in 3 formats: arrows with pressure contours, wind barbs with pressure contour lines and wind speed gradient, and directional arrows with pressure contours and wind speed gradient. In addition, the other forecast variables such as rain, cloud, air temp, gust, cape, and wave can be viewed by tapping on the relevant menus if you've downloaded them. Use the standard click and drag to pan the map and the plus and minus control to zoom in and out. To change between models, tap on the forecast model in the bottom menu. To hide the weather route and view only grids, click on Show Route at the top of the screen. Remember to click this back on to view your weather routes. Use the main menu on the left to view the other forecast formats. High resolution to view the high resolution grid files. The larger 8 km areas require the standard package of Predict Wind, and the small 1 km areas require the professional package. Only areas that have been downloaded are available to view. If the Show Route button is selected, the high resolution areas will be automatically displayed as the boat passes through these areas. If you turn off the Show Route button, you can manually select the high resolution areas. Select GMD-SS from the main menu. Then click on the link in the middle of the GMD-SS area. GMD-SS forecasts are text safety warnings that are written by meteorologists from the responsible regional meteorological office. To view satellite images, select Satellite Imagery from the menu bar. Then click on the link in the middle of the satellite image area. You can select between colour and black and white images. For ocean data, please see the Ocean Data tutorial. You are now ready to explore the Offshore app for yourself. Please contact us on support@predictwind.com if you have any further questions.